Hello, welcome to Pro Mixing and Mastering. So we have Master 2, this one right here, which is an amateur mastering, and we have Master 1, which is my mastering, which is professionally done, professional master. So let's go ahead and take a listen to Master 2, and after that I'm gonna open up and show you guys what plugins he used for his mastering. Then after that we are gonna go into Master 1, which is my mastering, professionally done, and then we are gonna listen to that one as well, and then take a look also at the plugins that I used. So first, which is Amateur Master 2, let's take a listen to this.
Basakama nina kwa chintu wingi mukatika mitima shabo yangu ye bayuma walosesha pa chintu wingi basakama nina kwa chintu wingi mukatika mitima shabo yangu ye bayuma.
Master 1 is how I mixed it when they brought the project to me, because they were not satisfied with the way that other producer had to produce their song. So this is my mixing and mastering, and this was the first file, zipped file for their mixing and mastering. So now that we have listened to Master 2, which is an amateur mixing and mastering, let's take a look at the plugins that he used. So we just have to come to inserts, and the first plugin that he used was is surround pan. I think maybe he was trying like to widen the sound and just try to use an imager like to make the sound bigger. But here is the problem. The problem is he put a lot of reverb, as you guys can hear. There was a lot of reverb going on. So with this maximized, like this is completely like maximized to negative 10.6 left, negative all the way, like everything is maxed left and right. So it's really making the reverb to sound more, and because of that the sound is sounding muddy, if I can put it in that way. So let's try to reduce this. We see how his master is gonna sound like. Let's say if we tried this. I would rather like put, if I was the one who was like doing this amateur project, I was gonna put my surround pan exactly where I've put them, just like this, like negative 3.0 and negative 4 point sounds better. This helps the sound to come closer, and also it helps the reverb not to just sound scattered. Okay, so let me take it back. Then the second plugin that he used was stereo enhancer. Like the mistake that this producer used was that he kept on loading surround plugins. Like this enhances the stereo, of course, but also the width, like the width. Check out the width of the stereo. It's really like expanded. And then apart from that, he had to put a delay. Like, why use a delay? As for me, I wouldn't like come and use a delay. This delay is unless if you know what you're doing, but it's like spreading a little bit. And with the surround pan, the first plugin that he used, together with this delay that he has turned on, is really messing up his master. If I was him, I would like turn this off. And it sounds much better now. All right, so that's what I would do. So avoid doing this, especially during your master, unless if you know what you're doing. And the next plugin that he used is Maserati JRP stereo from Waves. Let's take a look at this. He used yeah, he picked the right thing. I thought he was gonna pick drums, but he picked master, which is okay. And so he did the right thing by turning on master. And let's take a listen to this. So there is compression going on, a little compression going on. The highs are more like 41.7. Like if you wanna make your sound great, avoid the too much highs. As for me, I was gonna like reduce the highs just a little bit so that the sound can the song can sound warmer and also like analog. The mids. These are the things that are making his vocals to sound boxed and all that. Probably maybe because of the mixing. Check out the video I mentioned on how he mixed his song. The lows, trying to add more body to the mix, to the master. Concerning everything that he did during mastering, I think the only one that I've loved is Maserati. He did this one, did this one very well, so this one is okay. And now let's take a listen to mine. So mine is Master 1, and this is professionally done for him. I did the mixing for him, from scratch, and now mastering, and this is how the song sounds like with the mastering plugins on. Once you guys have listened to this, I'm gonna like open it up and show you the plugins that I use. Probably you guys can use the same. Alright, if you want to get a proper understanding of this, check out the first video that I mentioned, because he only brought the fully mixed instrumental. I had to like just use my professional skills to make his song sound better. So the little that I was left with, this is how I came up with this song, and also the mastering process. So let's go ahead and open up the inserts. So the first thing that I used was an EQ. Just like the first video when I was mixing his song, there was literally like no body to the song. I just had to start doing stuff and, you know, make it sound better. So I added more body to his song, to the instrumental, and also the overall song, since this one is mastering. So I had to add more body, like use an EQ, raise up the highs around 20,000 hertz there, just to open it up. I think this is making it sound great. And the next thing that I did was to maximize the sound, like make the sound bigger. Reduce the optimization to 15.3, just a little bit. And then the next plugin that I used was I Am Pusher. I replaced the one I used from Waves with I Am Pusher. I Am Pusher is more like Maserati, but this one brings out the best sound that you'd like want to have during your master. And this is why it's very important for a producer to know which plugins work better on a certain sound. So this one works better on this one. My highs controlled, imager, push, low, body, input, stereo, imager, and that's exactly what he did on the other side. So I'm trying to like spread the sound just a little bit.
pachintu wingi basa kama nina pachintu wingi mukatika mitima.
And then apart from that, from I Am Pusher, I used the ESA because there were some S's onto the song. So during mastering and the raising of the highs a little bit made the S's to sound more. So how do you control that? You use the ESA, and you've got to be careful. Don't overuse the S-ing when mastering. Just have to do a subtle the S-ing. That really helps to remove the harsh S's. So as you can see, only where the S's are is where the S-ing is controlling. And then apart from that, the final plugin that I used was FabFilter Pro Limiter. This is like raising the overall volume and also limiting some transients and also helping the song from clipping, so the song doesn't clip. So this limiter is helping me to control the places where the kick hits harder. So just these plugins would really help you to bring out the best out of any song genre that you are producing or mastering right now. I'm gonna now mute all these, turn these off, start with amateur songs. So let's turn this off and take a listen without the plugins. Alright, so let's turn on this one, professionally done. Alright, so this is how you master your songs. See you in the next one.